The investment you've made in your John Deere equipment is too valuable to just shed it and forget it this fall. Get your tractor, air drill, planter, sprayer, baler, combine, or header scheduled for a postseason performance inspection.
We think the fire started in our bedroom. Thankfully, we all did get out safe. The house ended up being a total loss. There were a lot of tears. Our Farmers Union insurance agent was there the next day, and he not only came to see how we were doing, but he brought us a check to say, you know what, here's a little bit of money to get you guys going, and had us paid out in full within 2 weeks.
Farmers Union Insurance. Simply different.
We picked the right insurance company.
Boy, I'm glad we got Aflac, huh?
Aflac!
Oh, I've just got major medical.
Major medical.
But helps pay the doctors.
Pays the doctors, boy!
Oh, yeah? What about your family? We added Aflac, so we get cash. It's like our safety net. To help with the mortgage or whatever we need. So my family doesn't feel the pain, too.
Help protect your family at Aflac.com.
Tauros remain in first place in the Central Division of the North American Hockey League after a split last weekend with a third-place Brookings Blizzard in front of the largest crowd in history at the Pepsi Rink last weekend. What a weekend it was for the Tauros on and off the ice. On to this weekend, the Tauros head to Austin to take on the Bruins in a two-game set. Ken will have the play-by-play call for you on 1390 KRRC both evenings this weekend. It's the week of March 15th. This is Tauros Weekly. I'm Nick Hulberg. Thanks for joining us live here on Elevation at the Mining Country Club. On tonight's show, we'll talk to Austin Dollimer and Kyle Kraddick. Let's hop right into it. Last weekend, the Tauros hopped off to a good start to the weekend. They crushed Brookings 4-1 on Friday night. This was in front of 2,167 fans. It was a busy night at Pepsi Rink. Tauros and Blizzard had a clear shot category at 32-32. It was Alex Adams with 1 goal, 1 assist. Stephenson, 2 goals in the contest. He also added a helper. Zach Bross had the North American Hockey League's Play of the Week, #1 Play of the Week, with the goal that he scored on the breakaway. Park turns aside 31 of 32 for his 12th win, and the Tauros cruise 4-1. On to Saturday night, a different outcome in the hockey game. Still a lot of people in attendance, 1,711 to be exact. Lucas Murray had the call in net. He stopped 18 of 21. Dollimer had a goal. Bross had a goal in the contest, but they fall short 3-2. The Tauros did have the shot advantage at 35-21 in the contest. After the split, of the weekend, Tauros are now 17-6-3 on home ice. Not too bad for the Tauros, the number 5 team in all of the North American Hockey League. Let's take a look at the Central Division standings now, where the Tauros fall into place. Tauros again number 5 in the entire league with a record of 33-16-4. They've got 70 points on the season. Not a bad run for the Tauros. Only team inside the Central Division to lock down a playoff spot. They're 7-3 in their last 10. The hottest team inside the division. As you go down the ladder, they have an 8-point lead on the Minnesota Wilderness, 13-point lead on Brookings, 16-point lead on Aberdeen, 18-point lead on Bismarck. But Bismarck's also 7-3 in their last 10. They've won 3 straight, trying to claw their way into the final playoff spot, which would set up quite the interesting rivalry, the 83 battle between Minot and Bismarck coming down the stretch if the Bobcats can lock in that final playoff spot. And in the cellar, you see the Austin Bruins. They're 24 points back. That's the opponent this weekend for the Toros in Austin. After the big weekend for the Toros on attendance, the Toros now lead the division on average with 1,319 showing up to the Pepsi rink each and every night. Well, why are the Toros so good? Here's their top 10 in scoring. The Toros have had plenty of distribution on the score sheet here in 2016-2017. Derek Frentz, second in the North American Hockey League with assists. He's got 34 of those. He leads the team in points, 46. How about the play from Frentz on Saturday evening? Gets the puck in the face, blood all over the sweater, continues in the play. Hats off to the captain of the Toros, one of the captains of the Toros, the points leader. Second in scoring for the Toros, Alex Adams, 8th in the North American League for rookies for points with 44. He leads the North American League for rookie goals. He's got 24 of those on the season. Right behind him, Reed Stephenson, 10th in the North American Hockey League for rookie points, 43. Tyler Jeanson, the Carmen Manitoba product, 42 points for him. 37 for Zach Cross. Nate Keon, 33. Nolan Sawchuk, the D-man for the Toros, 14th in the North American League for defensemen. 30 points for the rookie Sawchuk on the year. Chase Springman, 29 points, all the way down to Jake Little, the captain, 25 points for him on the year. We've been keeping an eye on the all-time scoring chase, and who has the most points all time? Well, it's still Christian Moe's, 101 points for him in the lifetime of Toros hockey, but Chase Springman knocking on the back doorstep, 95 points for Springman in his campaign with the Toros. He's on pace to reach 99 unless he can get hot. Springman might hold that top spot come the end of the year. Derek Frentz, he's on pace to reach 90, currently third all-time for the Toros. Johnny Walker still sits in the top 5 mix. He's got 81, but it's Tyler Jeanson right behind him with 73. Jeanson's on pace to reach 78. Only 7 games remain, by the way, here in the 2016-2017 campaign. Let's look at the blue paint now and why the goaltenders for the Toros have been so successful. Well, they've got a good core in front of them, but they've been stopping some pucks. You look at Austin Park. He comes in to the weekend for the Toros looking for his 12th win on the year. He gets a 2.16 goals against average and a .928 save percentage. He has 2 shutouts on the season. Park doing a great job for the Toros. He's not in the top number for the goaltenders in the league. He doesn't have enough minutes played. One more game should propel him into the top 10 for goaltenders in the North American League. Lucas Murray, currently number 19th in the North American League with the numbers he's compiled, sitting on 33 games played, 18 goals, 11 assists, 18 wins, 11 losses, 3 overtime losses for Lucas Murray, sitting on the .294 goals against average and the .898 save percentage. Those goaltenders for the Toros doing a good job helping the Toros remain in the top spot in the Central. Well, when you talk about goaltending and some of the best players to ever play for the Toros, that day Tolvanen has to come to mind. We'll take a look at the alumni profile for former goaltender Atte Tolvanen, one of the best to ever play here in Minot.
Hi Toro fans, you still remember me? I'm Atte Tolvanen and I'm currently playing for Northern Michigan University Wildcats.
Near side, Blake Lazat. Austin carries in. Shot gloved and held by Tolvanen.
I would say the game in NA is basically the same than it's in college, so it is an easy transition for me from NA to college. I enjoyed my time in Minot. It is an unbelievable experience, and I would not change that year for anything else. It must be when we swept Bismarck in playoffs. So it is unbelievable. It's awesome, crowd being so loud all the time. So it gave us a little extra boost every night, and it's awesome. Yeah, it still comes to my Twitter feed all the time, so I keep track pretty well what's happening out there. Fortunately for me, I got to play right away here in college, so I didn't have to adjust anything, so I just kept playing and like it's been going pretty well. Right now I'm majoring in business management, but of course NHL is my goal after I graduate from here, so but if that doesn't work out, I still haven't like made any career plans other than that. Just the whole community of Minot, like this is an unbelievable year, and like everybody's so passionate about hockey. So just shout out to the whole Minot hockey community.
Still nothing on goal yet. Now it is, what a glove save! Oh my goodness! Onto Tolvanen, flat out robbed Brett DeAndrea.
Looking for a mower? Look no further than Gooseneck Implement. At Gooseneck, we have the right John Deere lawn equipment for a range of homeowners. We offer riding mowers, zero-turn mowers, utility tractors, and even gators for the off-roading enthusiast. And when you buy from Gooseneck, you get the assurance that your John Deere equipment will have the parts and service support when you need it. Stop by Gooseneck Implement today and find the John Deere mower that's right for you.
We're live at Elevation here at the Minot Country Club for another edition of Tauros Weekly. We're now joined by Austin Dollimer, a forward for the Toros. And as always, thanks for some time here on a Wednesday night.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Let's talk about last weekend a bit and go back to the matchup with the Brookings Blizzard, number 1 against number 3 inside the division. And boy, that Friday night game had to be special for you, playing in front of over 2,000 fans. What was the atmosphere like from your vantage point?
Oh, it was great. You know, Brookings is always a tough team to play against, so having that big crowd helped us out a lot.
You guys get a big win on Friday night and pick up win number 33 on the year. You guys cruised to a 4-1 tally that night. Your overall thoughts on that hockey game? Felt pretty good, kind of laying it to them a bit.
Yeah, it did. I mean, we played a physical game. Yeah, it was just a pretty good game. We just played good the whole game.
On Saturday night, we see how much parity's inside the Central Division of the North American Hockey League. They come back and get a 3-2 win. I think the biggest takeaway for me on the weekend is, boy, they've got a pretty good goaltender in Josh Boyko. He can really frustrate you guys.
Yeah, I mean, I thought Saturday night we played a great game. You know, everyone played hard, but we just didn't get the outcome we were looking for.
Your thoughts on the way this playoff race is shaping up right now? Only 7 games remain. You guys have been in the top spot the entire season long. 7 games to go in the season with an 8-point lead on this Minnesota club, 13-point lead on Brookings, 16-point lead on Aberdeen. You lock in a playoff spot. But for you guys, what's the mentality like in the room right now? Obviously, you want to lock in that top spot going into playoffs and hang a banner as the Central Division regular season champs.
Yeah, I mean, we just got to keep going. We know we have a very good chance of locking up the first place spot in these next few weekends.
Talk about the goaltenders that have been playing pretty well as of late. Murray, maybe not his best performance on Saturday night, but Park was definitely dominating on Friday. Both those guys giving you a chance to win any season.
Yeah, it's really nice. Having confidence in those guys back there just makes it that much easier for us.
Talk about some of the guys that you've been playing with as of late. Springman right now is a guy that's been on your line. Yeah. He's trying to track down the top spot all time in the Tauros franchise for the most points. He's trailing Christian Mose by a few. You guys talk about that at all between the two of you?
I mean, yeah, we do talk about it, but I mean, I obviously want to do everything I can since I'm on Chase's line to help him get that point record.
When you guys are playing the way you are and so much depth for you, what's your game plan going into every single one of these games? You guys aren't necessarily counted on to be goal scorers every night, but just doing your role. What's your mentality like?
You know, I just think we want to get the puck deep, play a physical game, try to get as many pucks in that, and try to produce as much as we can.
You did score on the weekend, though. That has to feel pretty good.
Yeah, it does feel good.
For you, the goal celebration after you get that one in the slot like that, what's going through your mind? Are you going to go to a knee and scrape the ice, or what's really happening?
No, I mean, I was just kind of happy. It was my first goal in a while, so just kind of happy to get off my back. 22
points on the year for you. Do you have a personal goal moving forward down the stretch here come playoff time?
You know, I just keep hoping to, try to produce a point every game and for the rest of the year going into playoffs.
Biggest key to the weekend, you guys match up with the last place team in the division, Austin, this coming up Friday and Saturday. For you guys, what's a key to pick up 4 crucial points down there and really kind of stamp home this top spot in the Central?
No, I just think if we keep playing our game, we've been playing great lately, I think we'll be totally fine.
Sure appreciate your time here tonight, and we'll bring in Kyle Kraddick next. Thanks for your time.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
That's Austin Dollimer. When we come back to Tauros Weekly, we'll talk to forward Kyle Kraddick. He didn't score on the weekend, but boy, that line was sure buzzing. We'll hear from him next.
We think the fire started in our bedroom. Thankfully, we all did get out safe. The house ended up being a total loss. There were a lot of tears. Our Farmers Union insurance agent was there the next day, and he not only came to see how we were doing, but he brought us a check to say, you know what, here's a little bit of money to get you guys going, and had us paid out in full within 2 weeks.
Farmers Union Insurance. Simply different.
We picked the right insurance company.
Boy, I'm glad we got Aflac, huh?
Aflac!
No, I've just got major medical.
Major medical.
But helps pay the doctors.
Pays the doctors, boy!
Oh, yeah? What about your family? We added Aflac, so we get cash. It's like our safety net. To help with the mortgage or whatever we need. So my family doesn't feel the pain, too.
Help protect your family at Aflac.com.
Game of hockey's a rough one. Kyle Kraddick can tell you exactly that statement is true. You've been banged up this year. We'll talk about that in a moment. Thanks for joining us tonight here on Tauros Weekly.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.
We talk about your year, only a 4-point year for you coming into this final 7 games of the season, but thinking back to the broken jaw at the start of the year, the shoulder at the beginning of the season, how's everything shaping up? Are you feeling that 100% finally here?
Not quite. Shoulder's still kind of bugging me, but I'm working as hard as I can to get back, chiropractor, massages, whatever I can, just to get back to 100%.
To play hockey, you obviously have to be pretty tough. Derek Frentz proved that the other night. What was your view of the Frentz puck off the face and him staying in the game and getting a few zippers there at the end of that play?
Just a tough kid. He's a great player, great leader for our team. It just shows his heart and what he's going to do to provide for us every night. He gets hit in the face, goes down, and gets a great scoring chance. It's all you can ask for.
Fun to watch you guys going right now. Zwiner, yourself, and Muka. You guys were arguably the best line that we had on the weekend. You guys definitely buzzing, just not able to put any points on the board. Your thoughts on how you and your line mates are playing right now?
It's great. I love playing with those two guys. They work hard, big bodies. You know, being on the fourth line, you're not going to get all the playing time in the world, but when you're out there, you got to make the most of it. So get pucks deep, bang bodies, buzz around, see what you can do.
It's pretty interesting seeing that Muka had some family in from overseas. He was certainly trying to pot a few. What was that like, trying to help him achieve that goal?
Definitely want to get him a goal for his dad. Everyone's referring to him as Ocho. I guess that's father in Slovakian. So that was kind of the word for the weekend. But, you know, you just do whatever you can for him to give him that special moment. And I guess he's here this weekend for 2 other games, so we'll see what we can do.
Fantastic. You guys started on Saturday night after having a record crowd on Friday night. Boy, that place was buzzing both nights on the weekend. What does that do to your game? It certainly has to elevate you guys a bit when there's that many fans going berserk going there.
Oh, yeah, it's great. You get a big hit and hear everybody go crazy or score a goal. It gives you energy, and the other team just doesn't know what to do.
For you coming out of the tunnel and the new intros for the Tauros, that has to be a pretty cool feeling as well.
Definitely, especially it was my first start as a Toro and the new setup there. It was awesome.
On to this weekend now, after you guys split with Brookings, a team that's number 3 right now in the division. You guys are number 1. On to Austin this weekend now to play the 6th place team in the division. Any troubles that they can cause you guys being kind of a rattlesnake down there in that last place spot, trying to fight for a playoff life?
Definitely. You just can't overlook them. In our division, any team can beat anybody on any night. Everyone's good. It's just they've been struggling lately, so you definitely want to go in there, play hard, and come out with 4 points.
Any major key to pick up the 4 points down there?
Just play hard. They're a hard-working team. They're going to buzz. They're going to lay the body. We just got to work harder and hit more.
7 games remain in the regular season as we get close to the playoff run. The only team right now in the division to lock in a playoff spot. I asked Dollimer the same thing for you. Any personal goals here as you go down the stretch?
Just get back to 100%, stay healthy, do what I can for the team, help provide, and just keep buzzing with my line.
Sure appreciate your time tonight. Great job on the season. Best of luck this weekend.
Yeah, thank you.
That's Kyle Kraddick, a forward for the Matamina Tauros. We'll take a look now at the alumni spotlight, a former defenseman, North Dakota product from Grand Forks, Casey Johnson, who plays for Grand Forks in the NCAA D1 ranks at North Dakota. We'll take a look at that now.
for college hockey by just adjusting my lifestyle to clean eating and good working, and I just say that it really helped me with the speed of the game and just went on from there. My time with the Tauros, this is unbelievable. It was a new experience coming from high school, and it was probably one of the best experiences of my life. Our team was so tight, and it was just unbelievable. My favorite memory would probably be just hanging out with the guys at the shop. Everyone got together, and we just had a good time. Yeah, I keep in contact with all the other Tauros I've played with, and we just keep a good relationship. We hang out over the summer, and it's just a fun time. Yeah, and I also keep in contact with my billets, and they're just great people. It was pretty rowdy in Mesa, so I mean that helped out with a lot of our team atmosphere and how we played, and it helped out just a ton. And I still watch how the Tauros do. They're doing pretty good this year, so just want to give good luck to them in the playoffs and hope for the best. The adjustment from high school to college, or juniors to college, was a huge step. I mean, the speed just gets more and more, so I mean, it helped me with that, but you know, it's just, college is a whole nother level, and it was definitely a big jump for me. I played a lot in juniors. I played a lot of the positions, but you know, you got to know your role when you come to college. What coaches expect of you. You're not, when you come in, you're not expected to do everything. So I mean, you just do what you can and help out the team as much as possible. I'm studying right now. I'm just taking business courses. I don't have a degree, but trying to figure that one out. And I'd like to give a shout out to the Kubins, the best billet family out there, and I love you guys.
I had got a call. They thought my house might be on fire. My wife was at work and my son was at school. Smoke was just rolling out, and then you'd see the flames coming up. A very helpless feeling watching, knowing there's nothing you can do. You just stand there and watch. Very emotional. Farmers Union Insurance did such an excellent job with us. I can't imagine any insurance company doing a better job. Dreams, memories, everything was put back together the way it should be to get us right back on course.
Farmers Union Insurance. Simply different.
Heard from Casey Johnson playing at North Dakota. We'll hear now from John Lazat, a former Grand Forks standout as well, that played for the Tauros, 60-plus points in his career for the Tauros, playing at St. Cloud State. This is what John Lazat had to say.
Yeah, I think the NA helped me prepare a lot for my college career. You know, coming out of high school, I didn't know what to expect really going into juniors, but I think it really developed me, not only on the ice but off the ice as well. You know, it helps you develop on the ice. You know, it gives you a little extra time to hone in on your skills and work on things that you need to work on to, you know, go play on the higher level status. And
Off the ice, I think it prepares you for everyday life. Helps you mature rather than going into college straight out of high school, a little immature. I think it helps you a lot, and that league, helps you grow as a person, lets you meet a lot of cool people, and I'm really happy I went that direction with my hockey career. Yeah, my time in Minot was amazing. I couldn't have asked for a better experience. Great people, great team, great people on the team. Made a lot of good friends. Loved the coaching staff and what they had going there. They really knew what they were doing, and they always helped you out, pushed you in the right direction. They never shied away from a question you had or whatever. They helped you grow into what you want to be, and they were a good guide for that. And I truly appreciate Minot for having me there for 2 years, and couldn't have asked for a better place. My favorite memory in Minot would have to be probably playing with the Dreamcatchers. Just being able to go out and play either baseball or floor hockey or whatever event we got to go play with those guys. It was always a blast for me, seeing all those smiles on their faces and how much fun they had, and I had a blast as well. That was always one of my best memories there. It was such an honor to be able to play with those guys and be able to make their day. And what they have going up there is awesome. I hope they're still doing it. I keep in contact with a few players. Keep in contact with Jared Brad. He's at Miami right now, doing very well his freshman year. Johnny Walker, he's now in the USHL. He's doing well for himself as well. I like looking back at the Tauros, keeping up how they're doing, checking in on them, see how far they're doing, see what they're doing against Bismarck. We always hated Bismarck, so you gotta check in on them, make sure they're doing good against those guys. Yeah, the fans in Minot, they were amazing. Probably the best fans. They were always there, always rowdy, always supporting the Tauros every home game. The building was packed in the old Mesa, and they got that place bumping, and I loved it. They were so loyal to Minot that they would travel. The amount of fans that travel was awesome. You couldn't have asked for better junior fans, and I'm happy to be a part of such a strong tradition there in Minot that is continually growing. Keep looking back, and they're still successful. And building that program up, and I'm happy to be a part of that. Yeah, coming in from high school, I didn't know what to expect, like I said earlier, and I think juniors was an amazing test for me. I didn't know what to expect, so I just went in with all I had and just worked for everything I earned, and I'm happy where it turned out. It helped me develop on the ice so much. I was a little underdeveloped coming out of high school. Still growing and still working on my skating and stuff, and that helped me. Those 2 years there, helped me grow into the player I am now, and could have asked for a better experience there. And then that transition helped in college a lot. I knew not exactly what to expect. Coming into such a great conference in the NCHC, I knew the talent was high, the competitiveness was always high. The games were never blowouts or anything like that. So I knew every game I had to come in and compete, and I think that really helped me going through from juniors to college. Yeah, coming out of juniors, playing a lot of minutes, a lot of power play time, penalty kill. I for sure had to change my role a little bit. Coming into such a talented group of guys, I was they're 60 that year, my freshman year, and this year, I'm still playing D pairing and still getting a lot of good penalty kill and time, a lot of good ice time. We roll through D pairing, and it's a little different. You know, you got to adjust a little bit, but you just got to embrace your role and, you know, do what you can to help your team win. Right now I'm studying business management, and after college I hope to still be playing hockey, but if not, I plan on, you know, growing my fireworks business, Lazat Fireworks over here, have it there in Minot, and hope to grow that a little bigger and, you know, roll with that for my career. So. I'd like to do a shout out to just all the fans. You guys are amazing. Made my time there enjoyable. All the coaching staff and staff there in Minot, thank you very much, and go Tauros.
Bit of Tauros set records this weekend for attendance at Pepsi Rink at the Mason Arena. First with the 2,167 fans on Friday night, Saturday night, a big crowd again, well over 1,700. There was a chance to win $10,000 in cash that night by cracking the vault. No one got the job done, but we do have the winning code here in front of us. Ken, should we open this thing up and see what it is? Did you get a chance to guess when you did this?
I wasn't allowed to win.
You weren't allowed to win, neither was I. I wonder what it is. All right, let's open it up. Suspense is killing me here. Winning number, the code was 914527. 914527. Unfortunately, no one won it, but thanks to everyone that was involved with playing Crack the Vault at Mesa Arena Pepsi Rink this past weekend. What a fun promo that was. We will have to do that one again, Ken. Anytime there's 10 grand up for grabs, that makes things pretty interesting. Again, the winning code, 914527. Thanks for all that played last weekend. Toros are not at home this weekend. They're on the road in Austin to take on the Bruins, the last place team inside the Central Division. Let's preview that matchup now. First of all, the Toros and Bruins have played 4 times on the year. Toros lead the series at 4-0. They've been flawless against Austin on the season. Minus 7-3 in their last 10, whereas the Bruins, well, not too hot right now. 2-7-0-1 in their last 10. The hottest team against probably the coldest team inside the division. Both these games will be heard on 1390 KRRZ. Ken Oda will have the pregame show brought to you by Farmers Union Insurance at 6:50 both nights. Again, 1390 KRRZ, 6:50 pregame both nights, brought to you by Farmers Union Insurance. When you look at the matchup and the head-to-head points leaders, Alex Adams has 6 for the Toros. Stephenson has 6 for the Toros, 4 for Derek Frentz. On the other side, you see Richards and Cothenbudo, 5 points each for them, 3 points for Misiak, 2 points for Jack Murphy, the former Toro that now makes his home in Austin. The key in this one, specialty teams, again, pretty close all the way around. Toro's power play currently sitting 23rd in the entire league, one worse actually than the Austin Bruins that are 22nd in the entire league. Here's the difference maker. Penalty kill for the Toros, 3rd in the North American League, 85% of the time. They shut down the opponent's power play, 15th on the other side for the Austin Bruins. We wish the Toros and Bruins best of luck this weekend in this Central Division matchup. Only 7 games remain in the 2016-2017 campaign. It's going to get interesting down the stretch as the Toros try to hang a banner for a Central Division championship here in 2016-2017. Special thanks to Austin Dollimer and Kyle Kraddick for stopping by. Of course, Ken Oda, the producer of the show tonight. Great job as always. Make sure to hop on to 1390 KRZ or on to Fast Hockey to watch and listen to the games this weekend. The Toros and Bruins scoring off at 7:05 both nights from Austin. Until next time on Home Ice, I'm Nick Hulberg signing off here from Elevation at the Minot Country Club. Thanks for joining us for Tauros Weekly. Have a good week. We'll see you next week.
We think the fire started in our bedroom. Thankfully, we all did get out safe. The house ended up being a total loss. There were a lot of tears. Our Farmers Union insurance agent was there the next day, and he not only came to see how we were doing, but he brought us a check to say, you know what, here's a little bit of money to get you guys going, and had us paid out in full within 2 weeks.
Farmers Union Insurance. Simply different.
We picked the right insurance company.